The Nissan Duke, Qashqai and X-Trail are probably one of the most popular SUV trios around, especially since the Qashqai started the crossover craze back in 2007. Some may not even recognise the X-Trail behind me, as its all-new design gets rid of the boxy look and makes it look much more like an SUV than a traditional 4x4, and it's available in 5 or 7-seat configurations. The great thing about today's large SUVs and 4x4s is that they don't feel as bulky as they look to drive. The X-Trail, however, really does feel as big as it looks, especially when you chuck it around a few corners. Its rival, the CR-V, feels a little better in this department. The steering in the X-Trail is very light as well, but it does weighten up slightly at higher speeds. It's not great in levels of engagement, but its supple suspension means it's comfortable to drive. The engine lineup is incredibly simple, as there's just one unit to choose from, which is a 128 brake horsepower 1.6 litre turbo diesel, but this comes with either a 6-speed manual or an X-Tronic automatic. We've got the 6-speed manual in 4-wheel drive, which means a 0 to 62 mph sprint of 11 seconds, but this can be shaved to 10.5 seconds if you go for the 2-wheel drive model. The diesel on the whole is pretty punchy, and CO2 starts from 129 grams per kilometre for the 2-wheel drive model and 139 grams for the 4-wheel drive model. MPG figures will realistically range from around 45 to 55 across the lineup. One thing I will say about the 4-wheel drive mode is that it's unlikely to kick in your day-to-day driving. It will kick in, however, if you get stuck in mud or if you're on a steep incline. One particularly useful feature is Nissan's Around View monitor, which basically gives you a 360-degree bird's eye view of the car on the screen, and this helps when it comes to parking. Although the X-Trail was only introduced last year, some of the interior features are already feeling a bit dated, like the materials used and the infotainment screen, particularly the sat-nav display. But let's not forget, this is a massive improvement over the last model, and it's more car-like than it's ever been. Every model in the range gets cruise control, Bluetooth, air conditioning and a 5-inch colour touchscreen. At the other end of the spectrum is the Techno trim that we have, and this brings heated leather seats, electrically adjustable driver's seat and also Nissan's Safety Shield technologies. This has the likes of moving object detection, which essentially lets the driver know if any pedestrians are in the vicinity of the car. Also, for those who will be wanting a sat-nav, you will have to climb up to the mid-range Ascenta Plus trim. In terms of practicality, the X-Trail really does hit it out of the park, with the colossal space in the rear likely to keep passengers very comfortable. It's also little things like this fold-down armrest with 2 cup holders, rear reclining seats, and wide opening doors that just give it that versatile, family-friendly element. The boot is even more impressive. With 550 litres on offer, you can haul large amounts of camping gear or shopping. If you want to be a bit more organised about things, then you can remove these floor panels and make it more like a wardrobe. If you want to carry bikes or IKEA furniture, then the seats fold down to give you a flat loading surface and up to 1,982 litres of space. Making the jump from outdated 4x4 to modern car-like SUV is a big task, but Nissan has done a pretty good job of it. It may not be up to scratch with some of its rivals, but it's definitely moving in the right direction, and it'll be interesting to see what the X-Trail's first facelift will bring. At $23,195, it is more expensive than the Honda CR-V and Ford Kuga. It is much cheaper than the Kia Sorento though, so it's not short of competition on the price comparison front. But what do you think of the Nissan X-Trail? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. To explore more of our SUV reviews, click one of the links on screen now.